Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and Son, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS stop and listen, brother preacher Kyle coming with a short lesson. As you can see on this picture, I went on there and I typed in New Year's party, and this one of the pictures popped up. You know, as you can see in there, you see the Edomites, and you see what's probably a so-called Jake and a Jake female in the middle, and then to the right, that's possibly it could be a northern tribe girl, you know, but they partnered with Esau. So what they're doing, they're taking on the ways of Esau, because if they're Israelites, they have been given a covenant to go by. The Lord gave them a covenant, okay, in Genesis. If they obey the covenant, good things will happen. But if you disobey the covenant, bad things will happen, right? And then we're in captivity in America. So America, being the taskmasters at this time, who don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, they have their own counsel, their own ways, their own things that they're doing. When you celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, these are not holidays prescribed by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. These are what you call traditions of men, okay? They're called traditions of men. Let me get that in Matthew 15. Matthew 15 and 3. But he answered and said unto them, and this is Yahweh Shai talking to those scribes and Pharisees, why do you also transgress the commandment of the Most High by your tradition? For the Most High commanded, by your traditions. And then you go down to verse 8. It says, the people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. So they say, oh, I love the Lord. I love God. I try to obey and do what's right. I try to treat people right. That's what they say. But in your heart, in your mind, you're far from it. Okay. You're believing in the wiles of the devil. Verse 9, but in vain they do worship me, teaching for the doctrines and the commandments of men. And then they follow these traditions of these men, you know. So let me get one here in Mark, I think it's 7, around the same verse, 7 and 8. 7 and 9. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandments of the Most High. You push aside, right? And then you may keep your own traditions. That's why you see Jake and them, they always follow to basically do what Esau's doing, you know, following behind the footsteps of Esau. But the scripture say in Proverbs 11, though hand join in hand, guess what? The wicked shall not go unpunished. And it tells you that in Proverbs 11 and 31 and 21. Proverbs 3 and 31, envy thou not the oppressor and choose not his ways, man. Okay? So hate not who oppresses you, Esau. They tend to try to make life look so beautiful with these holidays, and it's a happy time of the year, and you know, good things are going. If you treat people right in this time, good things will come back to you. This is that persona that they show. Okay? So hate not that way that they're showing you, because those ways that they're showing you are evil. Okay? They're evil, man. So we're coming up on, this is the 30th of the month. You'll have tomorrow night, you'll have people lined up. They already been lining up at the malls trying to buy new outfits and whatnot, trying to buy extra liquor, party hats, all kinds of food, just so they can party away uh, the year. Now, this particular party here is going to be more demonic than ever because it's partying away a decade. Okay, we're in the 20 teens, right? And if it's the Lord's will, we see 2 more days from now, it's going to be a 2020, a whole nother decade. It's going to leave the decades of the teens and go into the 20s. Okay, so it's going to be a more demonic party this coming few days, man. You know, it's going to be way past wicked. And we look for a lot of deaths to happen too, man. 2020 is going to be amped up. We look for the Lord to turn this thing up and bring mass death to America. Okay. Let's see here. Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days, right? And it says, I will not smell your solemn assemblies. So the Lord is not going to. He basically said he despised and hates your. Let me read that over. It says, I hate and despise your feast days. So the things that you're doing when you celebrate these holidays, it's basically a show. Okay, you want to seem like you're all together, your happiness, you're one with your fellow man, you love everybody, and that's the way the Lord would want it to happen. Well, the Lord only came for Israel. So you pretending it's pretend it's a show, man. When y'all in these holidays, you hate your neighbor all year, but this time of the year, come on over and sing songs with us, sing carols, man. This is hypocrisy, man. It's hypocrisy of your religious festivals and your assemblies, man. When y'all gather together under the pretense, y'all do it under the pretense of the Lord. But like the scriptures say, man, you honor him with your lips, but you're far from the Lord, man. It says, though ye offer your burnt offerings, your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take away from me the noise of your songs, those hymn praises you're gonna be singing. Because guess what? On tomorrow night, going into 12 o'clock, you're gonna have a lot of you so-called Christian people. They're gonna run the church, man. And they'll tell you, oh yeah, I used to party all night on New Year. Now I party for the Lord. I go to church. They're gonna be running to church to try to bring in the New Year's at the church, right? Being in them demonic, eminent places, them eminent buildings, idol worship, man. To the utmost, you're gonna be bringing in idol worship, right? And that's what they're gonna do, singing hymns. So the Lord said, "Hey, He ain't gonna hear them hymns y'all gonna be singing, and I will not hear the melodies of your viols, man." So all those little songs you're gonna try to sing unto the Lord, hey man, He not gonna hear them, right? He said, "I will not hear the melody of your viols, man." So you ain't gonna be listening to the music that's coming from your organs in that church, the music coming from your harps, man. He's gonna be listening to the prayers of the uh of the just men that are cracking the clouds, man. When you read in Sirach 35, I think 17 or 18, you know, the men of the Lord, the ones who serve with the Lord, those are the prayers that's gonna crack through the clouds and the sweet smell of the prayers He's gonna hear. Okay. So, hey, man, just stay circumspect, brothers, because we're getting ready to come into a more trying, a more demonic time. A lot of things are happening at the end of this year. It's constantly back and forth. Every day something is happening. Some wow factor is going on so it's kind of like, damn, the Lord is really amping this thing up. So it's building our faith daily when we see these things, okay? So 2020 is going to be a hell of a ride, going to be like a roller coaster ride. Hey, and just sit back and watch these people self-destruct, man. I look for something. I look for something big to happen on that New Year's night, man. Okay, through the Spirit, something gonna happen, you know. And with that, I hope this was edifying. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakah Kudash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who were well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS, stop and listen to the next time. Say Shalom.